Today I'm going to talk about how I write songs and how particularly I wrote the song Two Old White Guys Watching the News.
One's in a recliner, the other's in a chair. Two old white guys watching the news.
Initially I captured thoughts in my iPhone app, Notes, where I have a song category. I just throw down ideas as I think of them. One day I wrote down Two Old White Guys Watching the News. I thought it was a long title and an interesting thought, which immediately sets up the conflict. And a story played out in my head, imagining the conversation they might be having. Do they disagree? Do they agree? And I decided I wanted them to be friends, but to be on opposite sides of maybe the political spectrum without getting into politics too much. There's a little bit of frustration and anger expressed. Basically, two guys sitting around watching TV and what they might say. And then I set about to organize my thoughts into verse, chorus things because, that's the way songs are supposed to be. Once I had the idea to have the line, two old white guys watching the news, repeat as a refrain every other line. It becomes this catchy hook that burrows into your brain and you can't escape it.
Two old white guys watching the news, staring at the TV with a vacant stare. Two old white guys watching the news.
And I knew that this was going to be a fun song. So the lyrics sort of organized themselves quickly, just flowing with the conversation. I didn't even have to back up and scratch out anything. They just sort of happened on my notes on my phone. Then the fun part begins, excitingly picking up a guitar and trying to put it to music. You stumble around, you think, God, this stinks. I'm really gagging about all these ideas I'm having. They're not working. And then finally you start to do something and it's feeling like the right song. Oh, this is the song. Here it comes. And you keep doing it. Oh, that chord needs to go to there. And that's the way it works. You just sort of trial and error your way through until something sounds like the song you want it to sound. Once I had that, I recorded that in Logic Pro. I open up a microphone, plug the guitar in, and do a quick vocal rendition, not trying to be, pitch perfect, because A, I'm not, and B, it doesn't matter. The way I'm going to produce this corrects a lot of ills.
Two old white guys watching the news.
I got it finished, and then I upload it to my favorite AI music making platform, which is Suno. This is not an ad for Suno. They're not paying me. But I put it in Suno, tell it what I want style-wise. And because of this album I'm working on, called The Revolving Doras, I knew I wanted it to be a 90s pop rock, quirky vocals, bass guitar, melodic, hooky, steady drums, the whole thing. And that's the prompts I give it. Having done that, I push the create button, and Suno covers my demo and gives me back 2 produced records of my song. Okay, one of them is ready in 1 minute and 7 seconds. If you don't like it, you do it again, change some prompts, move the sliders around, make sure the lyrics are correct, and it generates it until you're satisfied with it. And once you have that, it spits out stems. You can break it down by track to bass, guitar, vocals, backing vocals. Put that into your Logic Pro again, remix it, add guitar parts. These are the processes that make music creation so much fun now. I'm working here in my little desk on my desktop with my guitars around me, and it's invigorating. As soon as you've heard the song, you want another one, so you start writing the next one. And that's how this album came about. I'm excited for it to be released on November 21st, and I hope you check it out. Hit like and subscribe and all the buttons you're supposed to hit, and I'll be talking about song creation from now on.